Yo, what is up, my friends? Thank you all for joining me today. Man, I'm doing great. Hope you all are doing amazing. Life is good and it's only getting better for both you and me. Today I've really spent the time just to clean out my apartment, get rid of all that filth, all the stuff I had laying around. I do this weekly, and I really hope you all are as well, because our environment is a sign of what is going on inside. If your room is very messy, your mind is most likely messy as well. If your room naturally is just clean consistently, your mind is clean. If your room is pretty clean and you got like a corner that's full of junk that you just leave there thinking you're gonna use something out of that pile someday, then the same thing goes with your mind. You got this little corner that you don't really touch of thoughts that just stick around. And cleanliness is godliness. So it is very important that we take the time to remove unnecessary filth, unnecessary dirt. And when I say dirt, I don't mean like soil from the earth. I mean like filth, like grime. And more so this video, I want to go into talking about the karma we have within, the ancestral karma, the personal karma, and the shadow work that retention actually naturally promotes. And I know a lot of people don't believe in karma. They think it's like this magical cause and effect, sort of like you do something bad's gonna happen to you the next day. That's not exactly what karma is. Karma is more like memory, spiritual memory, energetic memory. And when you do things throughout your day, whether it's negative or positive, that builds up and you build a memory within inside you. No one's going to sit here and argue with me that childhood trauma is not a thing, that it does not exist, because it's very real. All of us know that. We all have experienced things growing up that have stuck with us that we have to deal with. And all that childhood trauma is karma. It's just energetic memory that is within us acting as karma. It is very important that you take the time to do the shadow work, do the contemplation, the review, to really accept certain facts about yourself, situations that happen that made you into the person who you are. And retention naturally promotes this. Because, like I said, karma, everything's energy. Karma is energy. It's an energy blockage. And you got this energy you're harnessing through retention, and it's going to want to raise. And if you're transmuting it properly, it's going to raise upward and hit these blockages, and it's going to want to push through naturally. And the more you stay conscious, the more you meditate, the more you do your breath work, the more you do whatever sort of practice you do, you're going to cleanse yourself. Now, in the Wim Hof method, the book by Wim Hof, he says that doing the cold exposure, doing the breath work, it is going to access genetic memory within you, because it's accessing a certain energy. It's using an energy within you to unlock this memory. What that is using this energy that we are taking, that kundalini that sits at the base of your spine, which is your sexual energy. It's taking that and it's raising it upward, pushing itself through these blockages, unlocking genetic memory that is not just personal, but ancestral, that maybe your great-great-great-grandfather passed down to you. It's there, man. And it's up to us to dissolve it, to really cleanse yourself, to reach that true divine state. And this is what shadow work is. Taking the time to go within, to look at all that stuff that you don't typically recognize within yourself, your shadow. That's what your shadow is. The part of yourself that you don't acknowledge, that needs to be accepted as part of you in order to grow and leave it behind. And people will ask, what kind of techniques can I do for shadow work? Well, really, you could just meditate, just go into deep thought. You could journal. Those are some simple ones. But you could really get creative with it too. One example I like to tell people is I would just, if I ever noticed something that I'm trying to avoid, I'll take mental note of it, and then I'll go home and I'll deal with it. An example of that, I was driving home from work one day, this was probably 3 or 4 years ago, and a song came up that reminded me of an ex. The ex that probably played the most important role in my life. Now, when this song came up, I was originally like, man, F this, I'm gonna move on, hit the next song. Then I paused in that moment and recognized, wait, I'm skipping something right here. I'm ignoring something within inside me. Now, in that moment, I ended up switching the song, but what I did is I went home, I, got ready, cleaned up, and then I just laid down, listened to not just that song, but the entire album from that artist, and I just let whatever emotions were inside me just arise, whether it be frustration, sadness, whatever it may be. Then after that, I felt light, a lot lighter, because I had this heavy emotion just holding me down, man. And the more you let go, the lighter you will feel. And the more psychedelic, spiritual life will get. But anyways, guys, that's the video for today. Any questions whatsoever, drop them down below and I will answer them. Like the video, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And as always, guys, you all have a great day.